Alright, y'all. So don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Your boy's back at us with another video. I have a plan for y'all today. Here we go. I don't know why that logged me out there, but it is what it is, right? If you're looking for stuff, go to Dracthorus.tv or Twitch.tv, Dracthorus. If you're looking for my streams on Twitch, love to see y'all there. Here we have. I'm trying to think about a fire-based chaos damage build to where we are an Infernalist and come over here. You switch between the two. I kind of did this for kind of like Act 1, right? About Geonor. You should be able to be something similar to this. Complete the hourglass if you want. Stop right there if you want. Don't do this if you want. Come, make sure you get this. And then make the choice of spell power and energy shield. Maybe energy shield, if you have good energy shield start time, will be more godly decision, just because you're going to be able to start your energy shield. You're going to be able to take that Giga Chad damage from Geonor, and then your energy shield is recharging while he's trying to do this or that, and you have dots DPSing him down, and next thing you know, you're through Geonor. Everyone else is bitching and crying because they tried doing the Che unhanded monk and they just got their ass handed to them. But anyways, I hope they do alright, but I don't think unarmed monks, I don't think the skills are that good. Like, I think the keystones are really good. I just don't think those unarmed monks are going to do. They're not going to be Giga Chad damage, especially with volatility being nerfed. But anyways, so maps in game and do it like this. So in Act 2, by Jamanra, you should be striving to get these. You may probably not have this. Later on, you'll add it back in, but. And then I would just come over here, grab this, right? And then on Jamanra, after Jamanra, focus on getting this. And then capping this. Because Start of Energy Shield is boss. Start of Energy Shield recharge rate, I think, is going to be the boss mechanic for our defense. And then here, I went up here for Volcanic Skin. And then I'm having y'all come up here for Burnout, Faster Ignites. And then you're also going to be getting Magnitude, chance to ignite, fire damage, increased fire damage. Decent bit there. Unfortunately, right, we're more geared on chaos than fire. But I'm hoping, like, our chaos is going to make it ignite. And I don't know if I'm being stupid, but getting the magnitude is really, really good. And then on your jewels, I'm going for a crit chance and magnitude. You really want to be able to crit or as much as you can. If you can get like a higher crit chance, you have a higher magnitude of ignite going on there. That's 20 there, and then this jewel's another 20 there. So that's 40% magnitude on top of 20% magnitude. So about 60% more magnitude. Hopefully that's decent enough to really do bosses and wreck them. Alright, and that's why I kind of have it in the notes here if you want to read them. Basically, we're going CI to kind of negate the chaos damage that we receive from igniting ourselves. Also, it gives us a 20% damage reduction from physical damage. Leveling wise, some quick notes. Ghost Wrath, Luminous Pace, Wicked Quill is a very good, solid, beautiful setup. Skill rotation, Contagion ED, Effigy, Despair, if I could spell right, and then repeat slash loop. Alright, in game wise, go with whatever you can to overload energy shield and resist cap on your elemental resistances while trying to maintain and improve upon your fire damage, chaos damage level of skills. That's the basis of this. Black Flame Rings are blessing once you get all damage ignites nodes on your ascendancy tree, which should be Act 2 if you want. Do what helps. Stay alive. Better clearing, and hopefully you're getting being able to grab the loot. Like, that would be shitty if... Oh! Divine Orb! Oh, wait. I just died. Ouch. Okay. Atlas Tree considerations. I'm prioritizing strong boxes and going over again enlightening shrines. And then finish off wherever with the last few nodes. Maybe I'll do partial and just go into and then just add some flat rarity quantity, right? And come down here. Here's our Atlas tree. Like, I don't necessarily need this or this, right? That could be a death trap. But maybe be good. If we're Spiral Volley, we can kind of clear really well. Or ED Contagion. I need to go ahead. Oops. Go ahead and do this a little better. For our, not better, but for another build would be my Titan Spiral Volley. But right now, this is where it is. Alright, Atlas Trees. Have Fireball and Firestorm there. Basically, I'm trying to say, in case ED and Contagion doesn't quite, and Dark Effigy isn't quite doing the igniting like I want it to. And then bosses, 2 versions, 2 ideas I have. Fireball Effigy into Firestorm. And this is expecting you to have Withering Presence, Blasphemy, and Blink with Despair on Blasphemy. And then another idea would be, could Fireball be a good way to map clear with relative ease? And it's a good question, idea, thought. Anyways, that's that. A lot of this stuff, I don't know, gym cutting order, whatever. But here's my skill trees. Like Pinpoint, Searing Flame, Ignition. So basically emphasis on Ignites, and then on Firestorm. Basically the emphasis is on being able to drop the boom. You know, like you have Ignites and then you consume it to drop the boom. Maybe it could be good. But if not, Contagion, ED, Dark Effigy, having Blink, and all this good stuff. League Start, I'm probably going to be doing Zenith and Controlled Casting on Contagion and Essence Drain. And that is just going to be fucking strong. And then Dark Effigy, some of the stuff. And I want to call out some things that I feel like is going to be really good for it. Withering Touch is our first gem I want. And then Persistence to have it longer for convenience. And then Withering Presence is going to be our first spirit skill we get. And Persistence again. And then once you can, Chaos Mastery, I think. And then Blasphemy, obviously, Heightened Curse, Chaos Mastery. Now, I've never tried it with Burning Inscription because I never invested that much into Blasphemy before. But if I could get away with it, Burning Inscription, Magnified Effect. Alright. Switch over to in-game here. As you can see, 50 Spirit. So we have 150 Spirit and 90 invested. Something convenient like Blink. Just because I like convenience. And then it is what it is, right? We don't have Grim Feast to just help with our energy shield. It is what it is. I put a Warrior Invictus in here. Obviously, my stats don't match the gear. That's fine. You can do a little bit less int, a good bit less int. Plus, this should be a little bit less, maybe 40, 40, 40 instead. And I think we should be at 20 decks and whatever, but it's fine. Candle makers, I think they're going to be an epicenter. If we could get a 3-socket, that's even more to help cap res. Here we have get res, life, and then one kind of nice option here. And like this isn't fully filled out, but you come down here. Let's go Dex because we need it anyways. You come down here and you get 24% damage taken from mana for life, but you have 50% mana recoup. Just to help out with whatever you have to basically make sure you don't die as easily. Unless your energy shield's through the roof. Here, I put a slam of energy shield because I love energy shield. And here, we did additional physical damage reduction because physical is probably our weakest stat because we lack armor. Although that does have a little bit of armor and evasion, which should kind of help. All in all, kind of like this. I don't think, like, you're going to craft a helm that's not quite this good, but the emphasis I have on these are you want energy shield, rarity, crit, and then some type of resist on it, and you're probably golden. If you're lucky, you get 3 sockets. With the 3 sockets, you can cap resist that you need. Same here. But instead, go for spell damage, chaos damage, spells, levels, and crit chance, right? I'm not on my focus. I don't really worry about the energy shield, but it could be really good if I get it. And same, like talk with the boots, black flame rings, because, well, that combined gives me 100% more magnitude and 100% reduced duration of enemy ignite duration. On top of, so we're putting it down to 2 seconds, and then ignites are going to be 15% faster, so that should work out nicely. So anyways, that's that build, right? And then another honorable thing that I may do, right? Where are stabs? There we go. Boom. Alright, and another honorable mention would be getting something like this, right? If you're on more of the fire build, you do Fireball, Firestorm, right? And you can have this. This is kind of more of my League Starter setup. You have kind of both like this to where you're just worried about your ignites. You want a little better fire damage, you can. Um, we're not all the way capped here. What 106? Let's go fire. Um, oh, fire damage, boom. You could do this. This is fire damage and boom. And then we're kind of like around level 91 here. But whatever. I believe we're around level 91 here, and you'll be able to get that 35% more damage against burning enemies. That once you crit, you're going to be able to do more. And then somehow you get your Chad and get 9 more points. You can choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 8 and 9, right? You get a level 100, you kind of get all, basically got all the way there, right? And now you're level 100 and you are pretty freaking solid and pretty good to go, right? But until then, kind of do what works best for you. If you're liking the Chaos Daughter, do that. But if you want, if you find Fireball, Firestorm helps out, you can add it to your rotation. But Contagion, ED, Effigy, Blasphemy, and then being able to have Blasphemy or Despair on the enemy will be super good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe on the most part you should be able to fit all of this in because you see I have Despair and then I also have Effigy or Blasphemy there. And I also have Fireball, Firestorm, and then Firestorm, Spell Echo, Inevitable Critical, Ambrosia, because that's Giga Damage. Unleash, I'm thinking when it reoccurs, that's all the more. And then Elemental Focus, just because. And then Pinpoint Critical, Searing Flame. So Firestorm, I don't remember if it still consumes ignites. Maybe it does, but maybe Fireball. Okay, there's Ignite. Now you go Firestorm. You could do something like that, right? And then for mapping, I kind of trying to have it to where more Ignite chance, more Ignite damage, faster cast, more area of effects, and more critical is going to give you better Ignite damage there. There may be better gym setups than that, but that's just where I'm at with a lot of this. I can't wait for tomorrow. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Um, I do plan on doing something similar to this setup, to where we go strong boxes and shrines, and then precursor tablets to finish off. And then we are going to be going for enlightening shrines until we are level 100-ish, and then we'll probably swap to magic covetous shrines or something. But anyways, that's that. I can see someone wanting to go essences. I'm curious to see the changes with this. But until next time, y'all, like, follow, subscribe, be well, do well, and most of all, treat each and every other neighbor you have, whether it's YouTube or in life, whether it's on Twitch or whatever. Treat every person you deal with well. And show them love like you would a brother. That's all I ask. Until next time, y'all. Take it easy.